Good morning, everyone. Hello, it's Laura here from Design Your Fabulous Future. It's Thankful Thursday over in our Facebook group. And so today I just wanted to come on and share with you some tips around creating your own gratitude practice, because I know that a lot of you already journal and perhaps you already practice gratitude on a daily basis, knowing that if you are living in gratitude, then you are actually creating more abundance and bringing more of the things that you're grateful for to you in your life. I've got my glasses on. I'm just going to take my glasses off. I am going to be sharing some things that I need to read on the screen with you in a minute. I just noticed there's a bit of glare there. So as you're here today, what we're going to do is I'm going to share some tips with you for creating your own gratitude practice. Now, the key is, of course, that you need to come up with a practice that's going to fit with you and perhaps your morning routine, your lifestyle. And the reason that I'm actually sharing the gratitude guide today, not just because it's Thankful Thursday over in our Facebook group, but because in our Design Your Business Challenge, a lot of participants have come to me and said they're feeling overwhelmed about creating a business, or they're feeling overwhelmed about taking the next steps in their business in general. And the interesting thing is that very much it's easy when you're starting something new or you're in a space of overwhelm to focus on the lack, so to focus on what you don't have. Hi, when you join me, please just give me a thumbs up or a heart so that I know that you're here. And if you think that there's someone else who might enjoy the presentation, please click the share button as well. That would be great. So, so basically what happens is when we're focusing on being overwhelmed or what's not happening, we're really coming from a place of lack, and that can actually increase our overwhelm. It increases our stress levels when we focus on all the things that we haven't done or we've yet to do, or that, that we don't have in place. And so in that Craft Your Business Challenge, what I encourage people to do is to think about all the things that you do have, and that's a lot of what we've been through in the last 6 days, is to think about all the different things that you bring to the table when you are starting your own business. So all the different skills, experience and qualifications that you have that will mix together to actually form that business and get you started in a place of a springboard for getting that going. And the key is that what you want to do is come from a place of abundance. And this applies not just when you're starting your own business, but to all areas of your life. Come from a place of abundance where you are paying attention to and noticing all the amazing things that you have in your life, all the great things that are happening. So that's really key. And so whether you're in business or whether you're not in business, or whether it's just your life that you really want to focus on and start to be more grateful for, this gratitude practice is really going to help and work for you. Sorry, I've just got a phone that's falling about the place. Okay, so I'm just going to share with you some excerpts from my gratitude guide. And if you do want the guide, even if you're watching the replay now, and thank you for joining, just type the word guide, please, or the phrase guide, please, into the comments below, and I will happily give you a copy of the guide. So I'm really passionate about the daily practice of gratitude, and I know how powerful simply noticing and being thankful for all the good around me has been in my life. It's really helped me to manifest a lot of positive things, houses, jobs, clients, and especially my girls, of course. And there are many ways that you can practice daily gratitude, and it's really important, as I said earlier, that you find one that works for you, and so that you do it naturally and it becomes something that you look forward to doing easily and effortlessly each day. When it comes to practicing gratitude, you don't want to come from the attitude, oh my gosh, I've got to do my gratitude journal now, I've got to practice gratitude now. What you really want to do is to be in the emotional space of enjoying doing it so that it's easy and it flows. Now, play around with things to see what fits for you. Sometimes you'll try something and it may not be the best one for you. So try something else. Don't just throw everything out and say, okay, well, gratitude doesn't work for me. The key is, as with everything, to try different things on and work out what fits. And you'll find something that does really work for you, and then you just keep going. Okay. So here are some simple and easy to begin ideas. Now, the first thing is that as you go about your day, just pay attention to all the wonderful people, experiences, places and objects that you can be grateful for and say thank you for them. So whether it's your pillow, your bath, your partner, your children, the sunshine, or even the air you breathe, even a good hair day, you might be surprised by the number of things that you can actually be thankful for in each day. As I say, in our Facebook group, we practice thanks on Thursdays. We have Thankful Thursday. And so on Thursdays, I will give a prompt, okay, to help people to think about something that's around them that they're really grateful for. And sometimes it's something that you'll see or hear or feel. So just be aware that there are lots of different things that you can be grateful for in your everyday life. When thanking people, look them in the eye as you do so, because this is about sincerity and personal connection. So often I think in the 24/7 age where we've got, all this access to different technologies, we don't even look up sometimes from our computers. I know that when I was working in the corporate world, sometimes you'd go into people's office and they wouldn't even acknowledge you. They'd still be on their computer and they wouldn't even turn around. And just that sheer eye contact when you say thank you or when you give someone a compliment is so uplifting, and it really is a lovely exchange of energy. Use the words thank you as an affirmation and a way to create positive energy in your life by letting the universe know what you would like more of. So when we use the words thank you, it's positively uplifting for our energy, but it's also an acknowledgement that we're happy about it, that we want more. So when you do actually thank you is a great affirmation, okay? It's about acknowledging the little things in your life that make them sparkle and a little bit brighter each day. Thank you for a lovely cup of coffee. Thank you for doing the washing up. Thank you, girls, for making your bed. Even saying it makes you feel good, and it just signals that, yes, please, I'd like more of that. Hi, Sue. Good to see you. Okay, so that's simple. That's a simple way to start, is just by saying thank you. Now, the next one is to create a gratitude memo board. Just grab a corkboard or something and write down all that you're grateful for and place it somewhere visible, like the fridge or in your bedroom, as a reminder of how lucky you are. Now, it could be that you collect, photographs to put on there, the things that you're grateful for. It could be like bus tickets or theatre tickets, places that you've been, a restaurant menu, even just quotes or a newspaper clipping or something like that. It's little things that you're really grateful for that are in your life. And you'll be surprised how just having that memo board somewhere visible that you look at each day just really brings in, brings those positive emotions forward, and it just amplifies those sensations of gratitude, and it amplifies the signal that, yes, I want more of this, okay? Put a number 1 in the comments if you already have a gratitude practice, and a number 2 if you don't have one already. Just pop that in so I know whether or not you already actually have a gratitude practice. And if you're liking what I'm saying, and just give me some hearts there too. There's a little heart button, I think, down there somewhere. Okay, and the next one is to create a gratitude journal. And this is my personal favourite. It's something that I use every day. Now, Keeping Great Sue says she doesn't have one at the moment. Well, great, Sue. It's a wonderful time for you to start. So keeping a journal is a key practice for self-development because it enables you to chart the manifestation of your dreams, to record your thoughts and feelings, and to have first-hand evidence that your thoughts create your future. Okay? So I'm going to repeat that because it's really important. Creating this journal is about providing yourself with the evidence that your thoughts create your future. Now, in the law of attraction, and when we think about manifestation, the concept is that believing is seeing. We're so used to the concept of seeing is believing. When I see it, I'll believe it. And in the law of attraction, when you believe that something is coming your way, that you've put an order into the universe for something to happen, for something to manifest in your life, belief is absolutely the key. You need to believe that it's going to happen. In exactly the same way as when you place an order on Amazon, you know that that is going to be delivered the next day or the day after that. It will come, okay? Not exactly sure unless you've got Amazon Prime when it's going to be delivered. But you know that when you place that order, when you click that button to buy, you know that those goods are going to be delivered from Amazon. And it's that level of belief that you need to have when you put things out there, your wants and desires, when you put things out there into the universe, when you state them, when you state your dreams and goals, you want to have that level of belief. And I know that for a lot of people, that's something that takes a lot of practice. And that's why I love this particular method, and this is the method that I use for creating a gratitude journal, because what it does is it provides me with evidence, okay? It provides me with evidence which creates trust in the universe that things are going to happen. It creates trust in the concept for me that my thoughts create my future. And you'll clearly start to witness the serendipity operating in your life from the time when you plant the seeds of a dream to a day when that dream becomes a reality. And in addition to keeping a journal, keeping a gratitude journal is a way of giving thanks for all the wonder you experience each day. And this draws your focus to joy, abundance, and all the aspects of your life that you're truly grateful for. And through the law of attraction, of course, we know that what you focus on increases. So as you're focusing on what is good and right in your life, the good news is that you'll attract more of that. Your journal and your gratitude journal are wonderful ways to record the experience of this, as you see the link between what you're focusing on and what shows up, right? So this is another concept. What we focus on, we get more of. Okay, what we focus on shows up more in our life. What we focus on becomes our reality. And because we are evidence-based beings, a lot of the time, this way of journaling and creating a journal, a gratitude journal, is really, really powerful. Okay. Now everyone does it in their own way, and there actually is no best way. But it's about finding the space and the time to record your thoughts and feelings. You can use words or pictures, or even include video and audio. Like if you don't like to write things down, record something on your phone or go to your computer and create a series of files where you're actually just a quick video of yourself. And, you know, it doesn't have to be a paper version, okay? But I'm going to share with you what I do, just so that you can see the sort of things that I do. So every year I buy a diary, and I like to have them ring bound. Oh, where are we? There we are, ring bound, so I can stick lots of things in them. And what I do is I always get one that has notes at the front, so a section at the front of each month where it'll have things like, so this is November. I'm not going to show you inside my other ones, but this is November, which is next month. And it asks me for my goals, birthdays, the adventures I'm going to have, and some notes there as well. And there's a big notes section that I can add. And then key to this as well is it's got, you know, little boxes in there. And then a week to a page. So I don't know if you, thumbs up if you can see that. I'm not quite sure you can, but hopefully you can. So the idea really is that, and it's interesting because look at that. Isn't that serendipitous? Gratitude is the best attitude. It has all these different quotes on different pages, and coincidentally, that's the one for this. It's a sign and something we can be thankful for. So the idea is that what you're going to do is to write your dreams and goals for the year at the very front. So make sure you've got those written down. And I also like to have a theme word for the year. So a word that overarches. It's an overarching expression of how I want my year to be. And we'll do this work again in January because it's a really good time to do it. And then I talk about what I want to do, be, or have in every area of my life. So I set quite big goals at that time. And then what I do is I break them down, and every month I have things that I want to achieve. And in the little square boxes, I break it down even further into the kind of what I want to do in a week and what I want to do, you know, in a day, etc. So I also add pictures and affirmations as a visual reminder. So I carry it throughout me. But luckily for this one, this is absolutely brilliant. So for every month, there's like a little quote page at the start of the month. So change your thoughts and you'll change the world, that one says. And I find things like this really, really inspiring. So I generally try to find a diary each year that, has affirmations in it already. Or if it doesn't, then I print some out and write some out and stick them through, because, sometimes you can get so busy that you just forget to use those kind of techniques. So what I do next then, so I have my goals and I have them broken down, and, I'm pretty hot on goal setting and planning and taking action, which is obviously the key to making it happen. But when I wake up each morning, I write down 8 to 10 things that I am really grateful for. And generally I do this in the notes section at the back. And every time I write something, I write the words thank you, thank you, thank you. So I write thank you 3 times. And normally I put a smiley face or a kiss after it, because I want to share the love, thank you, I'm so grateful for it. And it's really about sharing all those positive affirmations. So what I'm doing is I'm saying everything that I'm grateful for. Now, it's things that I'm grateful for that already exist, and it's things that I'm grateful for that haven't yet manifested, but I can get into the emotional experience of that. And at the end of the day, what I do, just when I get into bed, I use the diary to write down all the positive things that happened during that day, okay? I play back the memory of the day in my mind and note down everything good and wonderful that showed up. And again, I take the time to say thank you. So, and I'm not necessarily talking about big things always. It could just be, that Gracie drew me a lovely picture at school today. Or that, I don't know, the Tesco delivery man came on time, and I was hoping he would, because I needed to go out. It doesn't have to be massive things like I signed a £3,000 client or things like that. It can be little things, although obviously you want to acknowledge all the successes that you have in life and business, all the things that you're grateful for. But I think some people, so that overwhelm thing, some people think they have to be massive things, but they don't, because all they need to do is just embed you with that feeling of gratitude and joy that, all these amazing things. So just give me some hearts if this is making sense to you, that, it's really about creating that evidence procedure as well, because what you can do, and usually on a Sunday I do this, I take the time to write down what I've written and notice all the wonderful things I've experienced throughout and attracted into my life. And then I take the time to set my intentions for the week ahead. And I know that I am full of positivity and anticipation of what will happen. And as you know, in our group, Intention Monday is the day when we share our intentions for the week too. So what I notice as well is, like, I love at the end of each year to go back, and sometimes I do it every 90 days, like at the end of each quarter, is just to go back over my diary, and I think about when I'm journaling, so that's my gratitude journal, when I'm journaling what I want to have happen, I match them up, and it's amazing the correlation and the patterns that you'll start to see between what you were thinking, what you were desiring, what your goals were as you're writing them down each day in your journal, and what actually shows up, what actually manifests. So it's very, very powerful. It's a very, very powerful technique. So are you going to give it a go? If you are, let me know. And if you would like a copy of the guide, please just pop guide, please, in the comments box, and I will happily provide the link to that for you. Do you have any questions about the process at all? You can just type them into the box. As I said earlier, though, this is the one that works best for me. I do use a range of different things. So I also have the gratitude memo board as well. And I love to just acknowledge with thanks in my own mind as I'm driving along. But the journaling one is really powerful for me, because it is that whole believing is seeing thing, and seeing is believing, because what you're doing is you're putting it out there, what you want to have manifest, what you want to achieve, and then you're noticing the patterns that emerge as you pay attention to all the things that are working well for you, and the delivery then of those things that you want to attract into your life actually happening and becoming a reality. And a lot of people do this without ever writing it down, and that's great too. But for me, it's such a great evidence procedure of all that is good and is right and is working in the world for me. So I do encourage you to go out and grab a journal, or use the one that, look, January is around the corner, right? So use the one you've already got, use a diary that you've already got at the moment. Obviously, you can set one up online as well. And when it comes to January, I will do a full-on session on planning, setting goals for the new year ahead, and we'll also start our gratitude practice. So I'll encourage you to get one. Maybe ask for one for Christmas, right? Like a really nice diary that you can use and use as your gratitude journal. So I hope that's been useful for you. If you have enjoyed the presentation, please let other people know that it's here. You can share it clicking the share button. And I will be back again in another day or so with some more tips about how to make it happen in your life and your business. And if you have been participating in the Create My Business Challenge, please remember to book your call in with me so we can go through and just pull everything together that you've done, and I can help you to get started on your way to creating a business that works for you. Okay, have a great day, whatever you're going to be doing today. I'm Lara Young, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.